Okay, so good morning and good afternoon and good evening, everybody. And once again, welcome back in today's class. So today we are going to be see a new topic, and I'll not say it's an advance, but yes, it is a little good topic given by ServiceNow. If I say that I'm learning to make a cup of tea, and every day I make approximately 5 cups of tea. After some time, maybe after week, 10 days, 15 days, 20 days, it will become a monotonous for me. Why? Because same thing that take the fry pan, put the water, and then you have to be boil it, put the tea, sugar, milk, boil it, put in the cups or coffee mugs and serve it. It become a monotonous task for me. In the same manner, if I say, okay, maybe Ujjwal, maybe Akshad, maybe Shabrish, Pulkit, you guys need to do a testing of service now. Daily create one incident, create one change, or create one problem, and see everything is working fine as expected or not. In the beginning, maybe it's a good for you because you're learning. You can do, you can explore, and you can understand. But after some time, you feel no, yeah, it's not. It's going very monotonous now. It's very boring now. I need to do or remove this manual work. And when this manual work removal part come, we are thinking or we are going to think in the direction of the automation. We need automation, we need automation, we need automation. Automation means that there should be some mechanism in ServiceNow where I can go and click and my testing or my test has been done. Testing has been done. Okay, good, fine. Okay. Now in this case, what need to do in ServiceNow? So ServiceNow provide me a framework that we call as a ATF, Automated Testing Framework. Okay, that is called the Automated Testing Framework. So in this case, what we need to do? We need to be write the test cases, and then from the test cases we can execute in the ServiceNow. From the test cases we can execute in the ServiceNow. Now, if I say, let's create an incident. Let me go ahead and say, let's create an incident. Okay, what you can click on, maybe click on open, because I know that we already changed the link type. What you do, you will click on the new, and then you start filling up the details. Okay. Let's say this short description LNG employee number is ABC. Now, if I need to be create, I need to be click on the save as well. If I say, guys, you need to be do this work 100 times in a day, Atul, come on, it's too much. I cannot do the same thing 100 times. Why this ATF concept come into the picture? First of all, we have to understand that part. If I told you, guys, I have a new house which contain or which has approximately 40 different points, electric points. You need to be test all those 40 points. What you will do, you will take your charger and you take your phone, put charger on, charger on, inputting a switch and checking it, plug in and checking it. After 2 days, I again say, guys, go and make test it. Atul, kal to test kiya tha. No, I want you to go and test it again. You again have the same thing. Now then you think, yeah, it's a very boring task. Cannot we put the switch on and put a common light or different 40 lights, and on the main plug, if I on, if it is be on, all 40 lights will be on. I can say yes, it is working. This is automation. Again, why we need? Because if you notice, when we upgrade our instance, in the last step, it has been mentioned that you have to do the testing. Minimum you have to do that. OK, after upgrade, is my incident working fine? Is my change working fine? Is my problem working fine? Is my CMDB fine? Notification SLA working fine or not? Maybe you can say in a year we are upgrading only once, so we can spend time. But did you notice that how much time you're spending on this particular testing part? And tomorrow, if there's a big release is going on my service now, and I want to make sure that everything should be working as expected, then I need to do the regression testing. Then these test cases will be come into the picture. So ServiceNow provide me a product that is called the ATF, Automated Testing Framework, where we need to be write the test cases only once. And we can use n number of times in the environment, except production. To use the ATF in the production is not recommended by ServiceNow. Reason being, because production is an environment where the actual end user log in. It can be the case that sometime if you do, or if you try to run the test cases in the production, you will not able to get the complete information in an immediate basis. So in the production, ATF never recommended. Always go for the manual testing. Now in this class, what we're going to do, we will see that how I can create a test case and how I can execute the test case. Again, overview perspective, we're going to be discuss, but you can use this in your project implementation, in your organizations. OK. Also, ATF cannot be used to see is this, let's say if I move this field from this to this place, it cannot be tested in the ATF. ATF can test your business logics, not look and feel, not your this thing. I can say placements or the field movements kind of things. It cannot be tested via the ATF, but business logics can be tested. Now what I will do before I go, let me go here and open it and click on the, oh, sorry, not table. Why? Because I want to remove this to this thing. Otherwise, our test cases will not work. All. So what we are going to do? I'm just deactivating these UI policies or the client scripts for the time being. UI policies LNG hello. Let me open here. OK. Otherwise, our test case will fail because it needs someone to be OK and then only it will proceed. So better to be avoided for the time being. OK. So now I will make it as active false. My instance is getting very slow nowadays. Not sure why. OK, so something here LNG. Let's see anything else LNG on that part. No. Let me check in the UI policies. हो गया client scripts नहीं है क्या? Client scripts are here only. Let's search for anything called LNG for a new window. I think the active false already. Then why it's getting a problem? Let's see, maybe some client scripts are there. This one. Let me delete this better to avoid an issue. OK, this thing. Let's see anything else we have which we created on this table so that later on you should not get any problem. That is when I do the example, I do this hands-on. I always prefer to go for the LNG name so that we can remove this. OK, so let's try to create one simple incident just to verify that everything is working fine. Then I'll take you on the test cases. Good. Things are fine. Okay. Let me remove. Okay, user reference. Okay. Now let's come here, and to use the ATF, we had to be activate the ATF plugin, number 1 point, and search here for the tests and go to the under automated testing framework, go for the test. There are the few test cases which is provided by ServiceNow out of the box, which you can use. And now we are going to create our own test case. So I can say my test case name LNG. Active, yes. Fail on server error. In case it is running, it is failed between some server error, it should tell me. Enable parameterized testing. Remember, when I say, guys, I'm creating a function. Function name is sum a, b. So these two are the parameter. If you want to do some testing via parameterized via subscripting, then you can tick this and you can pass it in the your scripting part. But as of now, I'm not doing anything. But it say as of now, your tests are disabled. You cannot, you can create, but you cannot execute it. So I click on the save here. So I'll go here in this and I will enable this property. The way we have a email configuration property, in the same manner we have a test and test suite property, and I will enable this. That do you want to execute this? I said yes. Done. Now, if I scroll down, I have a test step. So you cannot miss any step. If I say, OK, guys, I want to create an incident, what to do? Someone say, Atul sir, go and click on the create new or open the incident form. So in this, we have to click on the add test step. And these are the steps which is given by ServiceNow out of the box. Opening a form, setting a value, getting a value. These things ServiceNow provide. So I do open a form, so I can search open form. So you can see here. Open a new form. If you want to work on the record producer, you have a record producer as well. Open a new form. And next. So it is opening a new form for me as of now. Okay. Number order, that 1 means it is going to be executed at 1. Timeout, how much time you want to give? If this step did not execute, you want it to be timeout. I said no. Okay, it's not becoming here. Okay, it says which form UI you want to open. I said open in the standard UI. It means this UI I'm saying open in this UI format. So it says yes. Which table you want to be open? On which table you want to be put this test case? I said I want to be run on the incident table. So now we have to be change our thinking that, sir, we're talking about the form, but we're selecting the table. Yes, because table is a collection of row and column, and form is a place where you can show the row and columns. So I'm saying open the incident form. Any specific view? I said no. By default, open that view only and submit it. It means if I execute this, what will happen? It will open a form me, like a blank form will be open like this. Now, second step, what we have to do? We have to be if I need to do manual testing, what we do? We do the caller ID, short description, and the employee number. So the same thing will go here. Add a next step. Set field value, this one. And click on the next. Okay, and here you will find out that what value need to do. So by default, it says that these are the 4 columns are mandatory. Short description, hello. Caller, let's say Ashish. Employee number, let's say this. Employee number string, Maybe some other number is taking. Okay, and it has another value called description as a mandatory. So I can add here my world. Click on the save here or submit here. You can set any number of values. Maybe you want to set up, sir, can we set category? Yes, you can set category, subcategory, anything you want to set, you can set it, but only those fields which are available on the form level. Now, what is the third step? When I fill this detail, next step I have to do. Tell me, please. What is the next step? Tell me what is the next step to create an incident? So now we have to click on the save. So the same thing we have to do it here. Add step, and you can say submit a form and next. And now I will get the step number 3. It is simple. You want to save standard UI and form submit to server because it's a server side script now. And I want to save it. Click on the submit. My test is ready. Now save. Okay. Now let's run this test to see. Let me close this so that we can verify. And now click on the run test. You can schedule as well. If you want, you can schedule as well these tests. That's not an issue. That after some time it should run, after this time it should run. So this. So it said, do you want to run a test runner? I said yes. And click on the run test. And now you can see all these 3 steps will be run here. So running one of the 3 LNG test case. Connected by system admin UI batch is 0. So now you can see opening a form because I'm on step number 1. And see what it's doing now. Waiting for 60 seconds to page to be calmed down means open and fine. And taking the screenshot. Why screenshot is required? And setting up the field value. See Ashish, this, oh, whatever, it's failed. I guess it failed. Let's see why. See, go to result. Let's see why it's failed. Okay. And why it's failed? Successfully set the short description caller ID, but it did not get this particular field. U reference to 12 reference value. Sorry, successfully set this. But at the last, it's failed on the step number 2. Unable to set the U string 1 to value 123. Means in this field, means in this step, if I go to the test steps here, let me go back. And open this record. It means we entered some wrong value in this particular field, employee number. So let's remove this because it is not on the form, so better don't set it. You cannot set you should not set the field which is not on the form. And close. And now save. And now let's run this again. Save. And it's running for the waiting test. And let's close this and go back here. Come to the update. Go to the test case. here and click on the run test again. Want to run? Yes. So now let's see what is be happening. Step number first, opening the form, it opened. Step number 2, setting up the value. Done, 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 done. Step number 3, submitting a form. Form submit isn't created. Let me copy the incident number. Now let me come here. Or let's come here and say dev incident underscore dot do. So this incident is a test incident has been created by ServiceNow via ATF. Now I go and search it. Why this incident does not exist in my ServiceNow? What happened to my incident? Anybody has any idea on that part? Tell me. Why it did not, or why I'm not able to get this incident in the incident table? Because if you notice here that in the last step, it is rollback. Like we roll back our, not rollback, actually we have backed out our update sets. Why ServiceNow has this functionality? ServiceNow say if in my team I have a 20 testers, or let's say 10 testers. If every tester execute to create an incident record 5 times in a day, so total 100 or sorry 50 incidents will be get created. This is I'm just giving on the average. So it means the 50 records are just a test records. Maybe fully created, maybe not created kind of things. And this is what I'm saying only for the incident. Let's say in my team I have a tester, 10 testers, and everybody create approximately 30 records in a day. So how much each person, how much in a day? It's a 300 tickets or 300 records in a day. And in a month I am getting, if I go for 20, I am getting approximately kitna ho gaya? Into 26,000 records get created automatically, which has no use. But now Akshat has the issue. Sir, testing team need to prove that this particular test case work very fine. So to do this part, if you go here and go to the results and open this result, you will see that for every step, ServiceNow take a screenshot. Here you can see screenshot number 1. This is pass or failure. It's pass. Not this one, sorry. This one. Number 1, open the form. Okay. Number 2, setting up the values. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And number 3, submitting the form. You can see here. Now there is no submit button. It means it has been saved. They're giving you the proof. ServiceNow giving you the proof automatically. Otherwise, it will be lot of test data in your system, and it's going to be tough for you again and again and again. That you need to be delete or you need to be remove. What need to be do here? Okay, so this is the step which we have to be take care. Okay, now if I want to be update, or let's say I want to be work further on this incident. Now what is the next step? So I'll go here. Let me open this. Okay, and now I'll go in the test tab and click on the add test tab again. But now if I say, let's say I said guys, okay, come to my house. I'm preparing some cake and you can taste it. It doesn't mean that if anybody come, I will make a new cake for them. So I have a cake and I cut the pieces and give them. So in the same manner, what we say that open the existing record, because you cannot say okay, incident created only, then again create a new incident and then create a new incident, because manually you know that which incident number I have to pick up. So open an existing record here and click on the next. It means here it is important point which we have to be understand. Okay. That it says that which record you want to open. You can search here any record, or you say no, I want to create or I want to pick up the record which has been created in the last step. So for this you can use the data pill, this option. Remember, we have this concept in our flow designer as well. If you remember, when we want to be open the request or item that time. So I click on this. What this will do, it will show me. Okay. It will tell me that which record you want to open. I said in the step number 3 where I have submitted a record, I want to open that only record. I said yes. So now it take this record. But you cannot do the multiple work here. So record to open, can we make a change here? No. To do this part, you have to be again save. And now what you want to do? You want to be add more field, add the test step. And let's say, okay, set field value again. What value I want to be set up? Now I want to be set up a, let's say I want to be set up note section need to be updated here. So I can go and say notes, work notes, this thing. I want to be set the related records, parent incident. Come here and search for the parent incident. Any incident I can put it. INC 02. What I want to do? No, sir, I want to be set the category and subcategory as well. Okay, so category I can say I want to set the hardware, and subcategory I want to set the wireless. But in this only one thing is not good, that do we have under the hardware, do we have the wireless? No. So there's a no dependency here. So you have to be very careful that you are setting the right subcategory. We can set desk or CPU, this one. And now click on the submit. Is it save the form? No. See, some fields are dependency of the field to keep the test table, break out the fields in the subsequent set value step, like subcategory. It says don't set the subcategory here itself, because these are the dependent. So what to do? Remove this and submit and create a new step. And here you can add the new set field value, because until you will not save, it will not give any error. And here I can put category as a CPU, because now there's no dependency. And I can click on the submit here. Go here and submit the form. And submit. So now how many steps? Total 7 steps are there. If you go the out of the box test cases, you will see that for a single table, they have 30-40 step service now mentioned. Let's click on the run test. Yes. So now you can see here. First step is opening the form. Second bit, field value, only these 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Third step, submit. And see, submit in the third step. Fourth step, it will open the same record. It's still on the third step. Now it go for the fourth step. It open the same record. Why? because I mentioned in my test step that please open the same record. Now in the fifth step, it will be setting up the value. So see hardware, parent record, and the nodes. But you cannot make any changes here. That's not recommended here. Okay. Now 7th step, it's saving it. So now you can see CPU hardware has been done. And after this, it will roll back. So now if you see, it is running for the rollback now. So by this way, you can create the test cases for any table. You can do some request item testing, you can do the portal level testing, you can do the change incident. Even though if I say, or maybe you have a question, sir, can we impersonate as well? You can have a test step for this. Add a test step and search for the impersonate. See, it will done for you. By which user you want to be impersonate, you can put it here. I want to be impersonate like Ashish. You can do, but make sure this user to whom you are impersonating, it should have a proper rights to perform that activity. Otherwise it will fail. Okay, this thing. So submit, it will done. Now if you run it, it will in the last it will impersonate as well as Ashish. So this is kind of a ATF has been provided. Now one more thing which is important in ATF. One is called the suits. Suits are called the bundle. Means where you find everything together for a specific set. That is called the suite. Like incident management is a complete suite. Change management is a complete suite. So you can create your what I can say test cases in that particular suits itself. Okay. Now if I show you, let's say for the change management, so you can see there's a different suits available. CSM agent workspace. Description they have. CSM portal. Let's say, do we have a change or ITSM something? See, for the change management, we have a suite. If you open it, but it is a scoped application. And under this, I have a total 31 tests. These are the test cases, not the steps. If you open this has a step. So it is a 9 steps. So now let's say upgrade has been done. I want to test my change management. Then you go and just run the complete test suite. So it is active false as of now. You go and run, it will execute all the 31 steps. Sorry, all the 31 test cases. So now if you see it has just a 9 steps, right? Let me show you something good one. See 25 steps. Impersonate, record, insert, side, even the scripting as well, you can see record, update, open existing record, click on the UI action, impersonate, query, existing record. Everything which you can do, you are doing, you can do it here. But again, it is a logic. Sorry, it is a what I can say. The testing has been done only for the business logics. So you can do like this. So it's like a bundle. A single bundle, everything I have done. But it is scoped application. This is what it says, scoped application. But I'm in the global. If I change the scope, I am able to edit it. I can get active true. It will done for me. So these things come out of the box from ServiceNow. If you want to do, you can do it. You can make your changes as well. If you want to make copy and change it. It's a copy test. Copy test करो उसके बाद steps में जाके अपना value डालना है आपको. You can put your own values and you can do it easily. Clear everybody till this point? Any doubt? Any question? Pulkit, Ujjwal, Shabrish, Garima, Akshat. Okay, good. Chalo, let's move to the next one. Okay. What it say the next one is here. Let's pick up a small topic. So ATF, this much, but you can explore as much as you can do. I'm against it. Don't complain, guys, sir. You are not telling more in depth because for us as of now, beginning, it is required that this much I should know that how to create test cases and all the things. Okay. Now, another important point which I want to be discuss. I know that many of you like Akshad or Garima, Ujjwal and Pulkit, you guys are very, very, very new in service now. Even in the IT industry as well, I can say. सर इंसिडेंट मैनेजमेंट क्या होता है, चेंज मैनेजमेंट क्या होता है, कैसे काम करता है, कैसे फ्लो करता है, प्रोसेस क्या होता है, वी हैव नो आइडिया. एंड टू रीड दैट from a ServiceNow perspective, you need some authentic process, you need some authentic documents. Only then you can say yes, it is mentioned ServiceNow and we know this thing. So ServiceNow has a kind of a library which we called as the now create. It is the library or it is a repository which is a hub for two type of people or two type of person, not the people persona. Number one, for the business analyst, and number two, business process consultant. In the now create, you can get each and everything which you want from the process perspective. You can get it very easily. Okay, so now what I will do, I'll go here and let me open the now create. Now create ServiceNow login. Okay, and you can click on the start now. What's going to now learn in training for me? Okay, let me give a minute. I'll stop sharing and we'll log in here and then I'll come back. So let me log in here with my ID. This is the place. It is actually a good place, I can say. Okay, it's asking for the authentication. Give me a minute, just 1 minute more. Okay. Okay, now let me share my screen with you guys. Okay, so now you can see once I log in, I will be landing in a place called the now create. ServiceNow now create. As I said, now create is a repository. Okay, now create provide me three things. Number one is a methodology, how to implement this particular type of project. Second, it provides me success pack. To implement this thing, I need some kind of a guidance, some kind of a documentation. You can get it here. In the documentation in the sense means you need some formats, you need some templates. And at the last, you are getting a assets, which again, these are the documents, but why it's asset? Because by using this, you can give a demo to your customer. So me as a business analyst, me as a business process consultant, more interested in these two areas. Let's click on the search here. Okay, earlier approximately before Tokyo release or the San Diego, ServiceNow renamed it or the named as SIM, SIM, ServiceNow Implementation Methodology. And after that, they have revamped this particular platform and they launch on a very bigger scale. Let's say I want to implement a IT testing project in my customer area, or let's say core upgrade. Let me click here, open SuccessFactors. So this will give me a list of activities I have to do, starting from initiate till the closure. So total 5 steps: initiate, plan, execute, deliver, and close. And here I have number 1, value and management analytics, program, architecture, core governance upgrade, sorry, core platform upgrade, testing, and OCM and support. Sir, but what is benefit here? The benefit is that number 1, or maybe you can say, sir, it has a lot of color and a lot of things. What is applicable for me as a business process consultant? So you can click on this filter. I want to know which is applicable for me. And I am playing a role called the business process analyst. So in this particular life cycle, there's a nothing where I am responsible, I am accountable, but I will be consulted. For the 23 tasks, I will be consulted. I will be informed in the 14 tasks. If you see that these are becoming darks here, let me remove this. Like this become light now. Let's say no, I'm working as a change enablement lead. Then you can see for the 13 tasks, I am a responsible. Sir, but ठीक है. What else? What next? Let me show you. None. So if you see here, you can click on this and here you will find that review the upgrade benefit. Like if you upgrade your service now, what benefit you will be getting? Sir, ये तो English ही है. नहीं. Click on the see more. In this part, you will see why you want to do this work, who can do, how it can be do, and what are the inputs to upgrade, and what are the outputs here. And you can see a upgrade benefit understanding. This is what this particular step says. हाँ ठीक है सर, ये तो मेरे लिए नहीं है, मैं तो अभी junior level पे हूँ. Maybe let me come back here. Sir, I am running the kickoff meetings. Then you can click on this kickoff meeting and you can see kickoff meeting, what need to be do. Why? Who will do? It means who are accountable. This is called the RACI, RACI. How it can be done? A little guidance and inputs. And for the inputs, I required a templates. Meeting agenda कैसा होना चाहिए? Project team kickoff का presentation कैसा होना चाहिए? These are called the assets. It means when you start using this methodology, SuccessFactors, you can get these kind of a documentation very easily. And then you can say, okay, I'm here, I reach on this. Now I want to be upgrade the support material. It means it's a training. What need to be do? So in this methodology, if you see, or in this particular cycle, you see these are the proven steps given by ServiceNow. If you follow these steps, you will not, or your chances of loss or error will be reduced. So you can see inputs, system architecture, document will be ready. And these will be the output for you. That these documentation should be ready. They are still enhancing it. They're still enhancing. ServiceNow still enhancing these things. So this is the one part which is basically used by the senior people. But now let me come to the second part where why I include this now great topic. I want to learn about the incident management. Okay, so click here. Sir, I have a workshop or I have a requirement gathering workshop with the customer on Monday. Can you tell me what should I include in the incident management demo? Don't ask me. Go here and search incident management. And now you can see incident management process workshop. View asset. And you can download it. As per the version you can download. So it is still on the these three version. Utah is still pending here. Okay. Then sir, I need something more. I need process guide. Okay, no problem. Process guide is there. Open and download it. Why you worry? And let it be complete, download completely. I'll show you. So in case you want to understand, but it will not give you anything about the client script or UI policy. If you want to research that part, no, it will not show you anything like that. It is only on the process sides, because I know in the incident management there's a lot of things. But if I start creating my own presentations, it will take a lot of time. So ServiceNow said, don't worry, you are supporting me, you are my partner, let me help you to serve your customers. So they build up this particular platform. So you can see process guide. Even though you want the story that, okay, how to implement incident management for a customer, these are the stories. Process workshop as well. What we have downloaded, yes, process workshop. See how much heavy it is. And when it will be open, you will surprise. Wow, sir, ये आपने पहले बड़ी चीज बताई आज पढ़ने के लिए. Let's say foundation data, son, for the foundation data. It's totally depend that how you search. Okay. Did we get a result? Let's see. See, 37 MB. Come on. Can you imagine how many slides it will have if it is on the 40, 50, 40, 55, 50 MBs? Let me search it. It's downloading. It is taking time. My goodness, it's a big one. Let me show you here on my downloads, because I have some previous one as well. Now create. It's not there, guys. Need to be. Let's see how much time it will take more. Because if it's taking downloading it taking this much time, it's done. Okay, now let me open it and let's search here foundation data. So you can see foundation data. I have this thing, foundation data workshop. Let me show you and download this part. Download. In the meantime, it's downloading. Let me show this out there. See, exopant slides. And now I show you that what is it includes. So ServiceNow say you can use this DEX easily. You can update this as per your customer logo, my logo, your own company logo. Okay, these things. Housekeeping, and see, it is the agenda that if your customer want to implement incident management, we are going to be discuss these 5 or 8 steps in our agenda. And now introduction, all this thing will be there. And you can see here. It is easy to use these slides because it is standard slides given by ServiceNow. So nothing to be worried. You can use as it is to your customer. Process flows, that how the process work, how the incident flow in a service. Now, if I create an incident, can we create this kind of a document clearly? No, because I know my experience. Shabrish know his experience, Garima know his experience. But if we create, we can miss something. But these are the ServiceNow standards one. Easy. You can show. These are the rules available. Processes configuration, that if you want to do this, you have to do this thing as well. These are the state. How to create these things. How to classify. This is what you can get easily. So 105 slides give you a clear picture that how an incident process work in ServiceNow. This is the benefit for the specifically people like me, business process consultant or the business analyst. Now let me see here. See, platform foundation also downloaded now. थोड़ी है 65 ये. Housekeeping, let's see. Agenda. Recommended approach, role responsibility, language package. It is not that much, but it is not this which one we are looking for actually. So it has some other localization part. So like this, easily you can get it everything from here, nothing to be worried. A lot of people reach out to me, Atul, do you have any process of service now which define how the change work, incident work? I simply redirect them, guys, go and check the Now Crate, a best place for everybody, and nothing to be paid for this. If you have an account, you can access it easily. See, you'll get a lot of slides. This is very good. Simple translation, tables included, and all the things will be there. So this will helpful for you. This will helpful for the customer, and this will helpful for the business as well. Things are there. So now if you stuck, or now if you think that I want to learn more about ServiceNow processes, at least the basics one, incident, change, problem, knowledge, go and download the PPTs from here. You already have your account, you can go it. Nowlearning.servicenow.com/nowcreate is the link. Let's see, change management. But let's say integration. See, you will find something for the integration. See, ADO integration, product integration, vulnerability response, BCM, all the things will be there. I want to go for the, not for the integration, I want to go for the, what I can say, SSO enabled. Let's see anything for the SSO, single sign-on. I guess. Any document on this? I guess there's no document. Yep. So something is there, but you have to go through these things. Only one thing which I want to be say, so like process workflow for the admin center. You want to learn for the HRSD? And sir, why not I can go here? You can go and search here as well. Here, what you want? Product specific? Yes. Which type? I want implementation project. Work stream. I'm looking for mainly for the value and management. Product suite. ITSM. See, your search is getting easy. This thing. If you change this to all and you change it to the all, things will be changed for you. But it is a very good place. I strongly recommend to everybody, at least for the people who are coming the ServiceNow domain. If you stuck now that sir, incident is not working, I'm not understanding the incident process, go and get the download from the Now Grid. Get download for the workshop PPTs and read it. There's a lot because I know on which experience I am now. So I use this a lot of time. My customer says, Atul, can you give me a demo for the visual task board? Okay, what I want visual task board. ढूंढ लेते हैं. Let me remove all and let me remove all. See, got it. Universal task workshop. Only 8 are there, not the visual task. They don't have, I guess. So something you can get, something we cannot get. Maybe there's a process called the email. It work for the processes, not for the components. So you did not get sale. You did not get anything for the email. No result. So process, let's CSDM. See, CSDM data model example, you can download. CSDM overview, CSDM white paper, workshops, how to run the CSDM workshops. Go and download, but again, it is only for the processes, not for the components like SLA or something like that. Notification I did not find, but SLA we can search. It's like, let me search for the service level agreement. Something is there, but not 100%. But you can get it very easily. Things, processes you can understand. So like CSM we discussed yesterday. If you want, you can go and download the CSM workshop. This one, general scoping and CSM kickoff presentation, product archive. If you want to learn this thing, you can go here. Go and download. Even though it's very old, it's still San Diego. We are on the Utah. But awesome place for everybody. Sometime when I want to be learn something new, I follow these things. I just download and I see what is there, and then understand and proceed further. Clear? Okay, let me show this service customer service agreement. So now you can see this is the topic we see yesterday, right? See, this is what the CSM, standard, professional, enterprise, all the things. User experience, intelligent experience. How does CSM work? Building blocks. Go and learn. Nothing to be worried. 37 slides. If you want more, you can go and get this particular documentation, or you can get that. You can download the workshop as well. So you can go and understand this. But for the basics, you can learn this thing. Okay, this is becoming in the CSM and how I can use it. Clear by everybody? Any doubt? Any question? Anybody? Any question and doubt? No question. Okay, then let me stop recording and we'll take a quick attendance now.